2011. I'm here with my friend and co-host from the Comic Book Pitt, but also accomplished independent artist, Scott Hedlund. Scott, how's it going?
Not too bad. Having a good day today. I don't know, what do you want me to say? It's great. You know?
Well,
you're having a good time at the Pittsburgh Comicon.
Well, you've been coming to Pittsburgh Con for how many years now?
Oh man, probably since '96. So I don't know. Do the math. 15 years, 14 or 15 years.
So you first started coming as a fan, and then
right. After the first year, I was here as a fan, and I pretty much realized that everybody at the time was wearing flannel, and I was wearing flannel, and I realized these are my people. So I'm like, this is where I need to be and participate, in drawing and just joining in the community of comics. So that's when I got started, and I really started with just just mini comics, like 8-paged comics, and then went on to bigger projects with the help of other friends, and we started putting out full books. So it really has just grown over the years, and I would honestly say in the last 4 years that I've really made a solid effort towards getting complete books out there, and I'm doing penciling, and now I'm inking my own book and coloring my own book. So I'm making those steps towards total independence.
Now you've adopted a path that a lot of people are doing now, where you put your work on the internet first, and then collect it into a print version. So explain kind of just briefly what that process is like.
Yeah, it's sort of, I'm at the show, and we have a new book called Weirdlings that's coming out. It just started on our website about 2 weeks ago, and so here at this show I'm promoting that and letting people know to go to the website. But in a year from now, I'll have the printed books so that they can come back and say, I read a little bit of it, or maybe I read the whole thing on the site, but I'd also like to own the book. So it's almost like the two places complement each other. So you win your audience over week by week, and then they can come to the show, and it's sort of like, it's the tangible part of it. I mean, you're always trying to put something tangible and quantifiable with the web, and you're always trying to figure out how to bring that together, and that's my angle, is to try to get it's like a soft sell. It's like people are familiar with the work, they know the characters, and then they come to the show and they want to buy the books. And it's similar to what you see at a lot of the shows. Like, people want to buy a Spider-Man print because they know Spider-Man. So that was my thinking, is I want them to know the characters so they can walk up to the table and say, yes, that's what I want. I know about this and I already like it. So instead of winning them over one by one, we're trying to hit the internet too. So
now, as far as your style goes, now I know you do, for a long time you've done a pretty much traditional style of art, but over the years you've been transitioning to digital, where you still you start off traditional and then you finish digitally. And how has that process been? I know you recently just got some new technology,
right? So
maybe you could just talk about that briefly.
Sure. That was a big change, actually, with the new book. I'm still penciling on paper, old school style, but now what I'm doing is scanning the pages in and actually inking on the Cintiq tablet, and just trying to really teach myself how to ink, because I never really liked it. I was never good at the traditional inking with with the brush, and if you make mistakes, it's over. You have to, not a fan of whiteout, but I am a fan of the eraser tool in Photoshop. So I actually find it much easier, and it's a much quicker process to turn out a page per week, which is the most critical part. I did have assistance with my previous works on Chaos Punks. I had someone else ink it, and Wayne Wise, and that was a good combination. But I really wanted to develop my own skills in that on that too. So that's where I moved towards inking on the tablet, coloring on the tablet, and I do all my lettering in Illustrator. So, yeah.
And if people are interested in finding out more about your work, or if they want to check out the webcomics, where can they go?
They can go to thecomicbookpitt.com, and obviously, and but also they could also go to weirdlings.com, which is the name of my new book, and also the website that hosts pretty much all my work that I've done over the last 4 years.
Nerd love, nerd love, nerd